This is You Can Raise Great Kids. Isn't it time to have the relationship you've always wanted with your kids? One where you don't feel so emotionally out of control, and where you don't lie awake at night worrying about drugs, alcohol, and more. On this show, you'll learn how to shed your frustration and confusion and instead guide your kids and teens safely through the challenges of growing up with calm compassion instead of conflict. Let's get started and raise great kids. Episode 14.
Hi, welcome back to You Can Raise Great Kids. In today's episode, we're going to continue our conversation a little bit longer about how to help you to do things that will make you be happy. Because I honestly believe that if you are not happy and calm and compassionate with yourself, you can't possibly be the best parent or coworker or spouse or neighbor or friend or whatever. You can't be your best for other people if you are not feeling good about yourself. So we're going to talk about some things that you can do every day or nearly every day that will help put you into a better, happier, more positive state. And as you know, there's been lots and lots of research over the last, I think 10 years or so, 10 or 15 years, about positive psychology. You just look up positive psychology on the internet, you'll get tons of information. So I'm just going to pull together a few basic things that I've done my research, I've seen these things over and over again, and I want to share them with you today because I think it will make a difference, not only for yourself, but also for the relationships in your home. And if you can teach these skills and these ideas to your kids, oh my gosh, you are going to be setting them up for success. You're going to set them up for being happy, and you're going to help them become, grow into the adults that are going to be able to contribute and have healthy relationships further down the line. So this is the best way to help raise great kids, is to be a great person and be happy and compassionate with yourself. So let's dig in and we'll talk about a couple of these things. First of all, of course, is to cultivate a feeling of gratefulness. And the best way to do that is to every single day think of at least 3 things that you are grateful for. Honestly, when my alarm comes on first thing in the morning, I don't do anything until I lie there and I say my prayers of gratitude. And I am grateful for 3, 4, 5 things, whatever comes to my mind, whether it's my family or something great that happened yesterday or just where I live and the gifts that I have in my life. I'm grateful for the way I get to play with my dogs. You know, the list goes on and on. So cultivate a culture of gratitude in your house, and it starts with you as the parent every day waking up and saying, what am I grateful for? And then before you go to bed at night, say, what were you grateful for about today? What was something good that happened today that you are happy about? Maybe it was a conversation that you had with someone. Maybe it was something that came in the mail that was unexpected and was fantastic. Maybe it was just a hysterical joke that somebody told you at work, or your dog did something crazy and made you laugh. My dogs make me laugh all the time. I love my dogs. Find something that really made you happy today and make a mental note of it at night. And then during the day, sit down, and you don't have to do this, people talk about gratitude journals. Honestly, it helps. I write down the things that I'm grateful for. I'd like to say every single day, but it's probably 4, 5, 6 days a week. I write down the things that I'm grateful for, and like I said, it can be any of these kinds of things, any of these things. Another thing that will help you be really, really happy is to get some exercise. This, I know you've heard this a million times, and it is so true. Just make sure you get some exercise. And if you're not consistent about doing, 30 minutes of whatever, we'll talk about habits. I'll do an episode about habit formation because I've got tons of information about that as well. But for now, start with something little teeny tiny step that you can do that's a no-brainer. All right? So tonight, if you're not in the habit of exercising yet, this is how you start. Tonight, before you go to bed, put out some clothes that you could use to exercise tomorrow. That's it. For 2 days, just before you go to bed, put out some clothes for the next day. Then the next couple of days, you put on the clothes. And then, if you can drag yourself out the door, go outside or go to your basement or go to your local gym or wherever it is you're planning to exercise and do something for 5 minutes. Or even 2 minutes, if that's all you can handle. 2 minutes. Do that for 3 days. And when that becomes ridiculously easy, then create, up your abilities a little bit. Go 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something. Anyway, that's how you create an exercise habit. And it will absolutely change your life if it's not something that you're used to. And if you don't have an exercise habit, or to add to your exercise habit, just get up and move during the course of the day. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm at home a lot. I'm at my computer a lot, or on my phone talking to clients. I spend a lot of time sitting, and I have to be intentional about getting up off my chair and moving around. So I know exactly what you're going through. Make sure you do it, okay? Set a timer and make sure you get up and move. And exercise is great for the brain. It's great for moving the blood and the oxygen. And so make sure you get your exercise, get up and move, and you'll be happier. Here's another one that we can talk about for a long time. I'm just going to throw it out there, and that's meditation/mindfulness. I am just learning a little bit about meditation myself. I am not good at that, but what I am getting much better at is at least mindfulness, where I spend some time every day in just being mindful, and that means just listening to the sounds, feeling the hair on my head, the clothes on my body, really listening to the buzz of the lights or the electronics coming on, or the dog barking down the road, or just really practicing mindfulness slows down your brain, calms you down, and really contributes to a much better mindset, a happier mindset. And like I said, I'm not very good at meditation yet. I'm learning how to do that, and maybe that's something we can work on together, okay? Another way to cultivate happiness is to be present in the now. Who are you speaking to right now? And what are they saying? And look them in the eye. Don't be thinking about that phone call you need to make, or checking your email, okay? I fall into that trap too. You ask my husband and he'll tell me I'm preaching to myself here, okay? But be present in the now, and that will help cultivate happiness as well. And I've talked about this before, maintain perspective. Are you getting upset about something that's a mountain, or is it a molehill? Is it something that really, really, really needs to be taken care of right now, or is it something that just doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things? Here's another really, really important mindset, and that is forgiveness. I ask couples this a lot. Would you rather be right, or would you rather be happy? And I know some people will say, well, I'm not happy unless I'm right. Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to let that go. It's more important to cultivate the relationship than it is to be right most of the time. And you need to decide when's the right time to really focus on that. And so the point is, forgiveness isn't about the other person. It's about you. And you will be a happier, more content person if you learn how to forgive and don't hold grudges and just move on. Because the other person doesn't need you to forgive them. You need you to forgive them. So that's another one we could spend a lot of time on also. Make sure that you spend time with someone that you love and who loves you. If you can do that every single day, and like I said, combine that with forgiveness and being present and just really focusing on them. If you can spend some time with someone you love every single day, give them a hug, give them a pat on the arm. Everybody needs physical attention. Don't forget that we thrive on that. You know how it is. You've read the studies. Babies who don't get physical attention after they're born, they fail to thrive. So we need physical attention. Give a gentle hug, give a gentle squeeze. Go find someone you love and who loves you and share that with them. Here's a great one. Laugh. Make sure that you find the humor in life. Find laughter wherever you can. Create it if you have to. Just start laughing for no reason and get the other people in the room to laugh with you. And you will all be much better. All these chemicals are shifting in your body when you do that. You will be happier if you laugh. And if you can't laugh, if you're in a place where you can't make that much noise, smile. That will make a huge difference too. Again, it changes the chemicals in your body when you smile. Try it, I dare you, okay? Here's another one. Do something nice for someone. Do a random act of kindness. You should be able to do that every day, somehow, some way. You know, take the trash out when it's not your turn. Pick up something out at the local coffee shop if somebody's not expecting it. You know, just little things like that. Open the door for a total stranger when you see they've got their arms full. You know, something like that, a random act of kindness will help you feel happier. Because it's not about us, it's about what we give to the world. So don't forget to make sure that you give in all the little ways that you possibly can. And the last thing is to teach these and model them for your kids. Model them. Model all of these principles for your kids, and they will grow up to be happy and successful. And I mean successful, not necessarily in a monetary sense, of course, but successful in their relationships, because that's really what life is all about, right? Relationships. So if you model these principles for your kids, they will be happy and successful, and they will thank you for it, instead of blaming you for being a grump all the time. So no more grumpiness, all right? Work to find ways to cultivate happiness for yourself and in your home and with all your relationships. So that's it for today. I hope you got something out of this. Please subscribe on iTunes. You Can Raise Great Kids, and I would love to hear from you at my website, youcanraisegreatkids.com. We'll see you next time.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/greatkids. Over 85,000 titles to choose from for your iPod or MP3 player. Thanks for tuning in to today's show, where you get the best strategies and tips for how to raise great kids with calm compassion instead of with conflict. If you would like a strategy session to figure out how to bridge the gap between where your family is and where you want to go, sign up at youcanraisegreatkids.com/workshop. We'll see you next time.